Chinese concentration camp survivor Zumret Daoud testified that her friend Herda Ahmet was injected by Chinese police forces and killed on November of 2018. Herda Ahmet was born in 1976, was happily married, and had an 11-year-old child. She was recruited as a Chinese police officer for the Regional Public Security Department No. 7 Management Office before her mysterious death. She was a healthy woman, said Zumret. What Herda exactly saw in the interrogation room of China's concentration camps that torture and kill thousands of Uyghurs is unknown, but it is highly likely she saw the torturing of detainees that China is strictly hiding from the world.
Assalamualaikum, men Sharqi Turkiston jaza lager shahidi Zumrat Daoud. Dostum Farida 1976-yili Aqsu shahrida tug'ilgan. Abdunum rayonluq Go'nganken, ya'ni 7-chi boshqarmada, Go'ngankenning 7-chi boshqarmada
One day, her husband called me and said she was very sick. I went to see her. She cried and told me I was sent to an interrogation room in the camp to pick up some documents. I saw something really shocking and I fainted. When I opened my eyes, they were giving me injection. I got very sick and couldn't walk, so they sent me home. I couldn't tell anyone what I saw. If I did, they would harm my family. She couldn't get up from her bed since then. After 2 months, she passed away. We heard that she was diagnosed with AIDS, but it was impossible. If she had HIV, how she could pass all medical exams when she was recruited as a police officer? And why did she die so quickly?
The UK government pressed hard in the House of Commons about the BBC report on Uyghur forced labor in China. China is forcing hundreds of thousands of Uyghurs and other Turkic Muslims into hard manual labor in the vast cotton fields of East Turkestan, according to the new BBC report. These cotton products are widely used by the international fashion companies, as more than 80% of China's cotton and 20% of the world's cotton is sourced from this region. MPs in the UK demand their government to ban UK fashion brands and retailers from importing China's cotton products made by Uyghur slave labor. Members of the European Parliament are also concerned about the extreme human rights violations of China and its inhuman treatment against Uyghurs and other Turkic Muslims. The European Parliament is calling on European companies to break off business relations with Chinese partners if they abet to human rights violations. International corporations violate every ethical norm if they make profit off of the backs of forced laborers. Dolkun Asa, the president of the World Uyghur Congress, stressed the significance of the decision of the European Parliament and also expressed his appreciation to the members of the European Parliament on behalf of all Uyghurs. He said, "This is amazing news for Uyghurs. It shows that the governments of the world are finally starting to pay attention to China's crime of genocide." The IPVM published an investigation on how Alibaba detects Uyghurs by offering an Uyghur facial recognition software. Alibaba Clouds have documentation with code examples of how the software identifies Uyghurs. They can use this simply through images from the person's phone or a surveillance video. If Alibaba suspects that person is Uyghur, it will flag the person. Alibaba is China's largest e-commerce firm. Similar to Amazon's AWS, Alibaba has a huge cloud division called Alibaba Cloud, which touts more than 3 million paying customers worldwide and is China's largest cloud service. The president of the East Turkestan Information Center, Rukia Turdush, criticized Alibaba's support of the government of China's crime.
I don't think Alibaba controls itself free from Chinese Communist Party's influence. There should be money from government contracts with the CCP. But still, it cannot explain Alibaba's innocence since they have shared and supported the crime of their government. Alibaba's Uyghur face recognition means detecting Uyghurs goes beyond China police usage of surveillance technology oppress Uyghurs. That means Uyghurs not only living under extreme oppression by the Chinese government and the Communist Party, but also by every entity and even business person like Jack Ma, the founder of the Alibaba.